All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our smart contracts project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. Today we're back inside our Web3Py favorites module, and we're still doing the encrypted private key in Python section of the module. So let's go with some light reading. Yesterday you saw how we actually encrypted our private key and how we set a password for it. Today we're going to go over the steps that actually went on behind the scenes. So this taking my account, which is the variable that holds the account.from key private key data and encrypting it. Now, I'm not sure what this was meant to say. Sometimes I speed type and I kind of lose track of what I'm typing here, but of course I know what's going on. Basically, this is us taking our private key, storing it into a method, and we're actually decrypting it. So then we are storing it in the variable called encrypted account. The next step will be to take the encrypted account variable and save it to a file so we can reference it later when we need it. We'll be saving the encrypted account variable to a keystone path, which will be initialized at the top of our contract like this. Keystone path equals path dot keystone dot JSON. Remember yesterday I showed you we actually had it at the bottom of our terminal, but said saving to dot keystone dot JSON. We're actually saving our private key or our encrypted private key information to this file here. So before the initialization can be used, we will have to import the proper library to activate the path tool, which is a very helpful tool in Python to work with different paths. Note, this is also another library that comes with Python, so we don't have to install anything to use it. And this is how we will import the tool into our contract. We will say from pathlib import path, and that's how we get access to the path library. And once we have the keystone initialized, we can use this line of code to implement it into our code to show us where the encrypted account is being saved using a print statement and an F string. So we say print F saving to keystone path. That's what we're going to pass. And we're going to pass in this variable into our F statement or F string. And then we should get a message in our terminal saying, hey, we're saving this file to whatever location we place in here. Now, once this is done, we can say something like, let's move down. We have keystone path dot open W as FP. Now this is going to be a keystone path. We want to open it. W means writable, which means we want to be able to write to this file. Obviously, because we're saving to it, so we want to be able to write to this file. And FP is a file pointer, which means we're going to give it a name. So note the open method indicates that we're going to open the keystone.json file, which is stored inside the keystone path variable. We will also be using it with the W, indicating it will be writable, like I just said. Let's move down. Once we hit the enter tab into the executable section of the method, we will say json.dump encrypted account FP, letting us know we want to dump everything from this encrypted account with the file pointer, which is the keystone path. And make sure that we import JSON into our contract. If we haven't done so already, that's a little side note just to remind us. And all this point, or at this point, we can compile and run our code to see what we get. So basically, this is everything we did behind the scenes. We encrypted our private key, saved it to a variable, and we actually set up a print statement letting us know that what we're going to save that information to once we actually do save it. So we went over everything yesterday as you saw what was going on. So that's basically a little information. Like I said, we're going to be moving forward now. I'm pretty sure some of the same topics. We're just going to get deeper and deeper as we go along. So stay tuned for that. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.